welcome back everybody to a new video. Slight different. There's a little secret that I didn't tell you from the last video when I did the assassin, was that I was also playing another spec at the same time, and that was the bow. Because obviously I put both into that poll, and I was going to try to play assassin and bow at the same time, and then see which one I liked the most, and then kind of cover that too as the new patch came out. So I was playing assassin, but I was also playing bow. Now you might say, oh my god, bow's so easy mode, but let me tell you, when you've got my aim, bow is not easy mode. So this sort of becomes like a true learn to play, because I absolutely have never played in FPS games. I've always played MMOs, so I've always just tab targeted. Never needed to aim. My aim is shockingly bad, and I think bow is actually quite probably the hardest weapon to aim with, I would imagine. And so yeah, like, it's rough. I'm missing all my shots. Like, I can kite well, and I can do everything well on the bow other than actually having to hit a shot. So in terms of a learn to play, it's quite good, because it'll be starting from scratch, you know, in terms of actually learning how to play it. So that's kind of what excited me. The other thing too that I've really liked about the bow is it's a weapon that it just really does fit my playstyle the most closely. Even though I suck at it, I can definitely see the potential, and I can definitely see it fits with what I want. It's like really fast, although they might change the next patch. It's really fast, it's got ranged, it's reactive, you know, like you're reacting to your opponent as opposed to proactive, so I do really like it. So I thought it would be definitely fun to give it a shot too. For me, the bow is all about the potential, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I completely lack the skill, but it's all about the potential, and I can see the playstyle really suits me, like, as I said. So I'm kind of really keen to give it a shot, actually, and just see if I can improve my aim and playstyle over like a month, you know. So this was the first day that I picked up bow, so this is one of my first duels, and you can see that I'm missing. So I missed 6 shots and hit 1 in this duel. So I had a ratio of a 14% hit ratio. I had another duel with them afterwards and lost as well. But then the third duel, I actually landed some shots, so it shows that when I land them, I can actually win. So in these 3 duels, so on my first day, and these were the 3 duels I did on the day, that was it. When I can land my shots, this is what you can achieve, you know? So this is the goal.
Wait.
But most of the time, it's me missing, so I'm hoping to improve on that. But I've been getting this really annoying thing in duels. So when you go to shoot, you obviously go to aim, and then you left click. But so many times, it's happening so many times where it's like, I'll go to shoot, and then I release my button, like my left click button to fire, and then it just doesn't fire. And it's just like I know it's just that muscle memory thing, but like, it happens a lot. Like, I'll show you an example here. So I come in, go to fire, but then just like nothing happens, and it's just like, that happens so many times, it's really frustrating. One of the things I tried to do or practice was shooting at people in one movement, like here. Because often if you just turn around and start aiming at people, well, A, it allows them to get close to you, but also they know their shot's coming, so it's easier for them to dodge. So you can sort of see good examples here where I'm like kind of turning around and quickly firing it off on them. I'll do it in slow motion. I'm sure that most bow people know to do this, but this is what I... Okay, so running along. And then I'm going to go for a spin and shoot, right? So I've been practicing trying to get this off. So I suddenly spin around, and I try to fire it as it goes over the top of their body, if that makes sense. Which obviously that worked at that time. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of spin it, and then you got to try to shoot it just before you go over their body, or just as you go over their body. And then they have less time to react. And so yeah, it just ends up looking at something along those lines. Felt like that really helped, actually, to land my shots. There's like obviously a clear correlation between the number of times I land my shots and my chances of winning. I'm noticing that if I get a higher than a 50% hit ratio, I'm basically winning all my fights. So I realize that I've got to do things like making sure they miss their shots and kiting them. But right now, I really just need to focus on my aim, because if I can increase that, that's going to be the biggest win in terms of winning the fights. So for RD33, he definitely won like 90% of the fights. But I just need to slow down as well and just take my time to actually try to aim my shot. I think sometimes I try to rush it. So in this fight, I actually took my time and then I hit them. In that dueling series with RD33, that actually kind of, I could see the improvements in the aim. At the start of the fights, I was hanging around 33, kind of 40% accuracy, like that's how many shots I landed. But towards the end, I was kind of hitting the 40-50%, and that was actually in the end, I actually got 3 wins, and he got 2 wins. So as my hit ratio went up, yeah, my wins definitely went up. He sometimes, doesn't matter how many times you hit though, they'll just ruffle stop you like what he does here to me. The other thing which I just hate about dueling is like how people, I just wish they would make the gear uniform when you're in a duel, because some people really push burst resistance, and at this point I wasn't. I had like my OPR set on, so I only had like 15% burst resistance. So you can see that, not that I would have won, but you can see he's hitting me for almost twice as hard as I'm hitting him. I'm not making excuses. This guy beat me fair and square way more times than I beat him, but it doesn't help when like your hits are like half theirs. So I did end up changing my burst resistance over. I guess I'm just going to have to play the game a little bit. So at the end of the day, on my first day, my hit ratio is 40%, which is a little bit higher than I expected it would be. Feels like it's more like 20%. But obviously it's going to be interesting to see if that increases over time. I actually had a whole other day's worth of like fights and stuff, but unfortunately it hasn't recorded them, so I'm missing out on that data, which is kind of annoying. Because it would have been nice to have seen if like my hits had increased from one day to the next. Because to me, that's the easiest way to get an early wins there, is just to increase that. Once I'm starting to get my win ratios up, I'll be able to focus on more enhanced stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I keep running myself out of stam, which is another big problem that I've been having. But once I get comfortable that I'm landing my shots, I think that will just come into its own. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and I will bring you more soon. Let me know what you think of the bow stuff. I realize that I can't aim for shit, but that's the whole point of the learn to play, right? Alright, we'll see you later.